G'day. Well, I've received comments from people below say, "Oh, you're always smiling, you're always finding best for bad situation." Well, let me tell you, this morning it bloody got to me. It got so bad. I was in tears, swearing like I swear to God, if I had a pound for every time I swore I was just having this boat, I'd be a millionaire by now. It's not all smiles and laughter, let me tell you. When things go wrong, when the shit hits the fan, it hits it big time. So I went to start my engine this morning and it just did this. Now, according to the troubleshooting I've done with Charlie, it's the starter motor that's gone. Okay, it's the gears and the starter motor kind of churning. It is trying to start. So we've got another starter motor on order, should be here in the next couple of days. Luckily, Duncan still got his car. He wasn't able to get rid of his car, so he still got the car. And I'm just south of Leighton Buzzard, near a mate's place, so I've had the starter motor sent to my mate in Leighton Buzzard. So it should be right to go shortly. I did try, I thought it might have been dead battery, so I did try jump starting it. No good. Same thing, same issue. So with troubleshooting it with Charlie, who by the way is back in Texas, we've isolated down to be the starter motor. So, but let me tell you, it hasn't all been smiles and laughter this morning. I was at my wit's end this morning. I really was. It's one thing after another, and frankly, you might be saying, oh, well, that's what you get when you buy a project boat. I'm like, well, I've just met someone who spent 90 grand on a brand new build, 90,000 pounds on a brand new build. And within the first week of him taking delivery, he had a problem with the pump out. And because his pump out system is all electronics and you press buttons and all that kind of stuff, the whole thing had to be pulled out, rewired, and for 100 grand, you'd expect a bit more, wouldn't you? But unfortunately, this is just the nature of the beast. It's the nature of boats. There's always going to be a problem. You can't expect it to go smoothly all the time. But like this morning, I was just close to going, you know what? Fucking get rid of it. Just go and go back to a house. There's an old running joke, the best day of your life is the day you buy a boat, and the better day of your life is when you sell the bloody thing. So, but we're all good, like I've got plenty of power coming in. I mean, if it wasn't for the solar, remember I've got 1,000 watts of solar on the roof. It's providing me all the power on there. It's running the fridge, it's running all my 12 volt. So if I didn't have that, I'd have to dig out the old petrol generator. I've got that old industrial generator that came with the boat. It's sitting in the bow cabin at the moment, in the bow locker. All I have to do is then go and find petrol from somewhere, But this is the nature of the boat. This is the nature of the beast, But yeah, I was at wit's end this morning. Tears are flowing and I was just having a fucking meltdown, But I've calmed down thanks to support from my partner Duncan and also Charlie. I've calmed down and gone, okay, so we're broken down. Let's work the problem. So we've got a starter motor being ordered. It's being sent to my mate in Leighton Buzzard. Should be here in a couple of days and we should be right to go again. But wouldn't it have been bloody awful if I'd gone up to Calcut, got my engine refurbished, then gone up the Canal and I can't figure out how to start my engine? That would have pissed me off even more. So at least we're addressing this issue now and not when I get my engine refurbed. And look, I'm in good time. I've got to get up there by the 1st of November because of the closures that are happening on the Grand Union Canal. So I've still got plenty of time to get up there. Another couple of days cruise and I should be at Braunston and then I'm basically there. So that's where I'm at, people. It's not all gin and tonics on a summer's day, not all laughter and smiles. It's, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, but we'll get there eventually.